Before we get to Suits, because we're having some technical difficulty here, thanks to Aaron and Yorkton update. Yorkton High School football, end of the first. Esther Hazy is up on Sacred Heart 6-0. That's what we do here. That's what we do here in the cage.
That's right.
We're local. We're giving live updates on high school football. You're always welcome to send them in. 936-6262 as we wait for Mr. Suitor. There he is. Sport code guy in Vancouver. There we go. I like it. Is the fine justified in Glen Suitor's mind, CJ Reavis?
No, absolutely not.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
that's it. That's Glen's segment today. Brought to you by Bravo Plumbing and Heating.
Absolutely not. And it's almost to a point where if there was a GoFundMe, I'd be pitching in. Some of
that sweet BC money. I like it.
Cash.
I think that you can't have a sort of, when it comes to the quarterback, you can't have a couple of things. One is, from a league perspective, you can't have a one-size-fits-all. So if a quarterback gets hit in the head, it's automatic fine after the fact. Quarterback gets hit below the knees, automatic fine. No. You've got to look at every play and make a determination, and each play is completely different than the next. So it feels like this was a fine because a quarterback got hit in the head. The other thing I don't think you can do, and this is a pet peeve of mine, I'll be interested to hear your guys' opinions on this, but it's a pet peeve of mine in hockey when a loose stick hits a guy in the face, it's 2 minutes until the guy bleeds, and then it's 5. Well, if you got hit in the face with a stick, it's a 5-minute major. You got to control your stick. That's it. It's not whether he bleeds or not. Like, why does that have anything to do with it? What if he's got tougher skin than the next guy? I mean, I don't know. Like,
if you're from Saskatchewan,
this is the same thing. You can't, because the player that got hit got hurt, that can't weigh into the fine decision.
Nope. I agree. Never.
I agree, Suits. You put it really well there.
Really well.
Does the players' union, can they appeal this? Can they help out? What can they do here? Bottle drive?
Yeah, no, they would appeal. They would take it to arbitration or appeal or whatever they call it. But they can fight this on behalf of CJ Reavis and probably will. The league is probably gonna, if they do that, roll out 3 or 4 clips of other quarterbacks being hit with the face mask in the head, and we're fined after the fact, and say if we did it then, we've got to continue to do it. But again, this is a rules committee, football ops discussion that has to happen. I've talked about the pendulum swinging way too far. Now, Sharky, to your point, and I heard you guys before I came in, I get it. There's an old school feeling like that's football. It's a physical game. That's what kids love about it. That's why they love to play it, because they get to run into each other. And that is a football play. In the old school way of thinking is we've got to sort of break out of it, because I agree with you that it's a football play, and because he was 6 inches too high doesn't mean you take part of his paycheck.
I said 8.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty on the field today. It is absolutely a penalty on the field. But a penalty and the possibility of maybe losing a game because of that penalty is penalty enough on a football play like that. There was one in the Calgary game, too, that was very similar.
Suits, how do you – so here I am as a fan or a parent or whatever, a coach. How am I teaching my kids to tackle a quarterback if that play is ruled as illegal?
Yeah, that's the tough question, and that's what coaches are struggling with. What do I tell my guys – when CJ Reavis came off the bench, I bet you coach said something along the lines of great hit, great blitz, great play, just drop your target by 7 inches. Now, you're running full speed. Go ahead and try and control that. The only way that Reavis could probably have controlled it is to break down. So he's coming free off the blitz. He knows he has mere seconds to get home before Zach hits the blitz beater and the hot route to a receiver. He knows he's got a free man. He just has to get the ball of his hands before that free man gets there. So there's a race against the clock there. And now you have to make sure you lower by 6 inches, get your head. His head was in the perfect position.
Exactly.
It was eyes up, hit with the face mask. If he drops it by even 5 inches, he gets him in the chest and it's clean. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think what happened here, and I'm totally speculating on this, but the fact that Zach went down probably factored in, and I don't think they should. Just like when you get a high stick in the face, you shouldn't get more penalty minutes because you caused blood. I mean, it's a stick in the face or not.
Makes a good point. Matt makes a good point.
I've done it and had it done to me. So,
yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too.
Old Leatherface, you never bleed. Sharky never bleeds.
And you know what? The Sharky, to your point about the old school. How many guys, and you have to be tough to play a physical sport. You have to be mentally and physically tough to play a sport like hockey or football. Yep. And how many of these mentally tough guys, physically tough guys, have had to skate around hoping that they're bleeding so that they can get a 5-minute against the guy instead of a 2-minute? I mean, sometimes I wonder if they're pushing against the inside of their tooth to create some blood after getting a stick in the face. Like, I just... It's every penalty, every play is unique. To me, and we talked about this before the fine came out, this was a penalty on the field because of today's rules and standards, but it is not a fine.
Again, you got to show me how to make that tackle, man.
See, Kevin on the YouTube text line just says if he drops the target 6 inches, the crown of his helmet hits Collaros in the chin. It was textbook tackle, had his head up, wrapped. Kevin, totally right. That's why I kind of was joking with the 8 inches or 10 inches, because you can't have that helmet hitting his chin.
Yeah.
They've made it so difficult. Glenn, just imagine if you're trying to navigate through these rules in this day and age, just like hockey. And or if you're a coach that played in the day and now you're sitting there and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Well, here's you make a great point, Barney, about the lowering of the target. And because it's also a penalty if Reavis would have dropped by 10 inches and hit Zach right in the chest, and then the helmet just slid up his chest and hit him underneath the chin a little bit, even if it was small contact, that would have been a penalty too. So I guess to answer your question, Sharky, how do you coach a kid now? You almost have to tell them, go after the quarterback off the edge, and just before you get there, break down, and then make the tackle.
Oh, and then he gets rid of the ball.
Probably thrown it.
He gets rid of the ball, or he jukes you.
Yeah.
Or then you get you around your ankles, and he's running the other way, and you're going, I should have just hit him.
Close your eyes and hope.
Yeah. You know what? I think we're all going to agree, everybody in the whole province, you have...
We got people worked up.
People can't... Yeah, it's over. Should have been a flag on the field. Take it. The fine's stupid. Yeah. That's it. End of story.
100% agreed.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's get the GoFundMe started.
And by the way, chalk that one up for one more time that I've criticized the league, because apparently no one does that anymore. But anyway, go ahead. I digress. Let's go. What's next?
Colson, don't you have a schedule or a tracker? Yeah.
Glen Suitor muzzled by TSN. No, let's McLeod Bethel Thompson. Are we seeing him on Saturday? And what should we be very worried about as Rider fans going into this one?
Well, he's a rhythm passer. He's a pocket guy that when he gets some time and gets in the rhythm, he can throw for 300 or 400 yards. I mean, he can do it. He's a very good passer of the football. I've watching him throughout the years. I think at times he gets into this just running plays mode where, if you compare him to like a Cody Fajardo, who you see when there's a certain drive in the game that there's just a different level to him. And there's an urgency there that comes out organically. And I've at times thought that McLeod Bethel Thompson just kind of runs plays at the same emotional level. Now, maybe he's a little bit more like Ricky Ray than he would be a Cody Fajardo kind of guy as far as demeanor. But he can beat you through the air with great accuracy. That's what McLeod Bethel Thompson can do. So you have to give him different looks. And if you get him under pressure, you know where he'll be, right there in the middle of the pocket.
Rhythm. He's a rhythm passer. Anyone that graduated high school in the mid-90s now has snap rhythm as a dancer in their head, like me. We got 3 minutes left, Sharky. What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to make the comment that last time we played Montreal, they never got over the 45-yard line.
In their barn.
In their barn, right? And with McLeod Bethel Thompson playing quarterback. So,
right. The only thing I'll say is that the Alouettes are in a playoff battle right now, and that whole bottom half of the league that is fighting for those 2 playoff spots and the crossover and all that, they're in the middle of that, and they're on a bit of a downturn here. So they are going to be desperate. Number one. The other thing is, I looked at the injury list. I'm sure you guys have too with the Riders, or the practice list, and it looks like there's some DBs that might not be able to go here. Like I'm just looking at the practice schedule and the injury list. So, Tavon Campbell can't go, and there's a couple of others possibly. So
Marcus Sales,
yeah. So when you're against a good pure passer, your secondary you want to be intact back there. So there's the injury list and injury report up there. So there's some question marks. Still game day decisions, but we'll see.
Tavon Campbell scares me. Okay, we're up against the clock here. Suits. I don't know, and I don't know in a minute if you can answer this, but we've been asking people today because of the Plaza of Honor. Does anyone jump out a rider that should be in the Plaza? Sharky, get your sheet
got
up.
my list up. Yep.
Someone that's in, that should be in, that isn't in. I know this might be putting you in the spot. Sorry, buddy.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna take it way more than a minute to figure that out.
Tuesday, you can rebuttal on Tuesday.
Okay. Okay. I will. I love the new setup that they've done at the stadium with the Plaza. That is very cool. On Tuesday, we also got to talk about the Bills Argos new agreement.
Sure.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Do we have time for a quick Bob update? How's Bob the Bear?
Haven't seen Bob. I hope that doesn't mean it's been drastic. I hope it's just he's out in the woods somewhere.
What about the little ones? We seen the little ones?
The brown one was here on September 2nd was the last time. The little brown one was right in the front yard at night, 10 o'clock at night.
Let's hope he didn't take a turn for the worse. You're coming into town, but you're coming in on game day again, right? You're calling the game Saturday?
Yes.
If you can get anybody that can get you into the stadium for Keith Urban, shoot me a text. I'll be there. Remember, he's playing right after. You got nothing to do after the game anyway, Glenn. Come watch some country music, country western.
I'd love it. I love it. I love Keith, man.
Let's figure out a way to get you in there. Okay, buddy. We'll see you on the weekend.
That suits.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.